Good morning, Spanish River. I'm Evelyn Birdie, and today is Wednesday, January the 25th. Now I'll be heading to the pledge, moment of silence, and the desk with Lola and Lincoln. And a very special congratulations to our very own Emily Miller for getting into San Diego State. Love you!
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good morning, Sharks.
I'm Lincoln Thau.
And I'm Lola Placencia, and Lincoln is going to start us off with today's news.
The CFA Academy is partnering with FFEA to send donations to Boca Helping Hands. With your donation of essential travel-size hygiene products, you can help fulfill basic needs and improve the well-being of community members. You can receive hours, points, and different opportunities from NHS, Latinos in Action, Model UN, the football team, and more. Items needed for donation include but are not limited to toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, hand sanitizer, sunscreen, tissues, Band-Aids, and more. For all of the items, look for flyers posted in the hallways. Remember that these items must be travel-sized. Drop-off will be located in the Media Center and will be accepted until today, Wednesday, January 25th. For any questions, please email Mr. Torres or Ms. Wilson. Attention to all who are trying out for baseball this spring. Tryouts began Monday, January 23rd for freshmen and sophomores who will need to report to the baseball field at 3:45. Juniors and seniors are to report to the baseball field Wednesday and Thursday at 4:45. Teams will be announced on Coach Abby's door 8146 on Friday. See Coach Abby with any questions. Boys volleyball tryouts will begin on Monday, February 13th, 2023. The time and location will be provided as soon as possible. In the meantime, please make sure your athletic packets and insurance fee has been completed. You will not be welcome to participate until this is done. Now to Lola with more sports team tryouts.
Girls flag football tryouts will take place on February 6th from 3:30 to 6 on the practice field. Make sure you have cleats and a completed athletic paperwork to try out. If you have any questions, contact Coach Drew at riverflagfootball@gmail.com. Do you want to be a part of a district championship team made up of regional and state medalists? Then consider trying out for the Spanish River track and field team. We are currently in our conditioning period on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 3:45 to 5:15. Tryouts begin Monday, January 30th. Come ready with water and running shoes. An athletic eligibility packet is required to condition and try out. We hope to see you there. This Thursday, January 26th, the Students Speak Up for Kids Club and the Knitting Club are meeting together in the Media Center. Please come to the Media Center at 3 o'clock to earn your service hours by participating in creating Valentine boxes for students in our community. Now to Mr. and Miss Spanish River, Nick and Reese, with details about voting for your next Mr. and Miss Spanish River.
Good morning, Sharks. Attention, freshmen, sophomore, and juniors. Mr. and Miss voting starts tomorrow. What?
Make sure you log into your email for the link to vote for your top 5 boys and top 5 girls.
It is very important, so make sure you cast your vote for who you want in the top 5.
Bye, Sharks.
Good morning, Sharks. We need your help to win the state championship. If you can sprint, jump, or throw, come to the track next Monday, the 30th, to try out for the track team.
Do you want to run faster, like me? Or you want to learn how to hurdle? Also, like me, and then you should definitely come and try out, guys. Come and sprint if you want to.
It's fine. Do you want to do something new and exciting? I can teach you how to pole vault.
Do you want to throw far and use your strength to set new records? We want you to come out one day and show off.
With our new and experienced coaches and captains, we can teach you to learn or improve any event you wish to compete in.
See you Monday.
Bye!
Do you want to be part of a good cause by supporting local foster animals? Then donate to the Animal Adoption Association for 1 business point and community service hours. We're collecting cat beds, cat blankets, cat toys, canned cat food, and dry cat food. Donations will be accepted from January 17th to the 31st in Miss Prisco's room 8175. Attention members of the Math Club. Application to River Mu Alpha Theta chapter are now open. Look for the link to the application Google form on the Math Club's Google Classroom. Application may be submitted from January 16th through 11:59 p.m. on January 26th. If you have any questions, see co-presidents of the Math Club, Abby Shapiro and Leo Kuchar, or Miss Sullivan in Portable 8. Natalola.
Seniors, voting for the class of 23 senior superlatives has begun. Who's the best dressed shark? Who's got that $1 million smile? You get to vote. The senior superlative Google form can be found in your English teacher's Google Classroom and must be submitted by this Thursday, January 26th. Remember, you can only vote once, and you can only nominate a fellow senior in 1 category per ballot, so choose wisely. Seniors, Herff Jones will be on campus during lunches on Thursday, January 26th. If you have not yet ordered your required cap and gown, this is the time. Don't delay. Now back to Lakin with the Counselor Tip of the Week.
This week's counselor tip reminds you that it can be easy to get lost in a textbook and look back over a page, only to realize you don't remember what you just read. But luckily, that can be remedied. For classes that require you to read large bodies of text, such as history, English, or psychology, make sure to stop periodically as you read. Pause at the end of a paragraph or a section and without looking, think about what the text just stated. Re-summarize it in your own words. Now glance back over the material to make sure you summarize the information accurately and remember the relevant details. Make a mental note of whatever you missed and then move on to the next section. You may also want to make a bulleted list of the important information instead of rephrasing it mentally or aloud. Without looking back down at the textbook, jot down the essentials of the material you just read. Then look over the book to make sure you haven't left any necessary information out. These strategies will help you better retain information. Come with your friends for lunch with Kosher Food Club this Thursday. That's tomorrow. First lunch is in Mr. Keen's room, 8128, and second lunch is in Miss Earl's room, 1134. This is a great way to meet people, discuss a variety of topics about Judaism, and eat yummy kosher food. Everyone is welcome. See you there. Speaking of Mr. Keen, did you know he's a published book author? In honor of Literacy Week, let's get the details.
Hi, I'm Tegan Callahan, and I'm here with
Mr. Keen.
And what are you here today for?
Literacy Week.
What inspired you to write your first book?
It was a challenge, actually. I wrote a paper for a college essay and 10-page paper, and it was about that story in the Bible about this woman who didn't have a name, and so I kind of fell in love with that idea, and 3 years later I just sat down and started writing.
Can you give us a little background about yourself for those who may not know who you are?
I'm from New York. I was a firefighter for 10 years. This happened while I was a firefighter. So then I went to school to become a biologist, and then that led me to be a teacher. Years after being a teacher, I wanted to be a writer, so which is a very strange path, I know. But
Were there any obstacles along the way to your success of being a published author?
I think the main obstacle was myself, because I didn't believe that I could publish a book. And now I'm on my 4th book being published this spring. So it's pretty amazing that really the biggest obstacle is it's yourself.
Do you have any advice or words of encouragement?
I would like to go back on what I just said, is that you have to believe in yourself, have a goal and shoot for it. Even if the hurdles seem too challenging, just go for it and don't let anything stop you. You'll have no regrets.
Cool. Go for it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sharky, did you fall asleep reading a book?
It looks like he was reading The Prison Healer. Happy day 3 of Literacy Week. Here's your question of the day. Stephen King is a very famous author. On campus, he is pretty popular as well. At least 2 teachers on campus claim him as their favorite author. Can you name one?
If you know the answer, you know the drill. Go see Miss Wilson in the Media Center for today's prize and grand prize entry, and make sure to check out this week's Literacy Week calendar for today's events. What? Happy day 3.
Calling all members of Kindness Matters 365. We are looking for volunteers to help out at the Community Wellness Festival in Delray Beach, Florida on Sunday, February 26th. The festival takes place from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and there are shifts available from 7:30 to 11:30, 11:30 to 3:30, or from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Volunteers would help out running various booths that the Wellness Festival has to offer. For volunteer signups and more information about the festival itself, head on over to the KM365 Google Classroom. For any potential new members who are interested in joining and volunteering, the code to join is WUQ62W2. We hope to see you all at the festival. Now,
2 Valentine's chocolates or candies to room 8122 to receive an NHS point. All donated items will be used at the Student Speak Up for Kids meeting this Thursday after school on the 26th. We are partnering with the Knitting Club to pack Valentine's boxes for the foster care youth. You will have the opportunity to receive 2 service hours. This Thursday, make sure to bring your cash. Mrs. Wilson will be selling pizza, ice cream, and drinks in front of the Media Center. Don't miss out. Pizza, ice cream, and drinks in front of the Media Center tomorrow. Cash only. Now back to Lola.
our school literary magazine, Pieces of 8, is an annually published collection of student writing and artwork. Anyone can submit work, and submissions are now open. Any artist, writer, or photographer can submit a piece of work to the Google form. This year, our theme is growth. Come join the staff of Pieces of 8, our school literary magazine. On staff, you can learn useful skills such as working with Adobe Photoshop and InDesign. Not to mention working on a publication looks amazing on a college resume. We meet every other Friday in Miss Catrona's room, 8167. The Google class code is CIYEVBF, and the Remind code is 4AGE3A7. Please work on and prepare to submit poetry, short stories, and art that incorporates a theme of growth. We look forward to helping you become a published author. Have you ever wanted to know what goes on behind the scenes of a musical? Discover how to work the stage lights, or how to properly use microphones, or even help build the set on Stage Crew, all of which you can do while earning community service hours. Join the Stage Crew Google Classroom. The code is YG2T7BR, and the Remind code is SRSTGCRW.
That's all we have for today's Spanish River.
Happy third day of Literacy Week.
Lakin and Lola out.